In this channel, I spoke many times on asking why you want to do something. In particular, data analysis, but not only. And the problem is that if you don't ask the whys, also when you build a product, data-related product, you have the same risks of skipping the whys of the statistical analysis. That means a tremendous waste of money in the worst case, in the best case, of time. And time and money often becomes something together, how Einstein reminds us with the space-time. We have this request. You can see already that it's 3 pages long. If you know this channel, you know that we could stop very early. They are building an enterprise core intelligence platform that helps engineering teams understand, navigate, and analyze their code bases through natural language queries. Think of it as an AI-powered assistant that can answer questions like what breaks if I change this service, how does authentication work across our microservices. You could say, Gabriele, this has nothing to do with data science, but it has to do with the whys. It goes on with the technical details. Current architecture, Python, Fast API, Neo4j, very advanced, Cypher, Landgraph based, Kubernetes. It's very funny and tragic, but as anticipated, it boils down to these three rows. My understanding is he wants to rebuild the wheel. Because in the past I covered something already done, that is VS Code plugins, like Klein or Roo Code. Let's try the questions. After changing the LLM, you see that it does its work. You could say, Gabriele, they are building a platform for code intelligence. Why do you need a code platform when you have plugins like the two I mentioned that do the same and they are not developed by a single person, but by a community or maybe a company behind, but it's not important in this case. So you see that the plugin that calls the artificial intelligence generative one answered for the code base of the smart warehouse of the creator that I covered in other videos. The service I just mentioned isn't tailored for code. It could become also because it does source citations, something that with code it's a bit more tricky. I want to show you again how absurd this request is. 3 lines that are the core, the rest are technical details that hints they are building something that already exists and works exactly for the ideal client, that is developers. I see it from this and this word. So my impression is that the client here is not developers, but investors. Investors, since 2 years ago, when they see AI in a project, they pour money, and with all the risks, of course, linked, and that's it. So the lesson here is that if the why is not clear, money or funding is the reason. You don't like to use Klein or raw code? There is something else that does the assistant powered by AI. That is Google AI Studio. That is, in my opinion, till now, the best in the market. You need an API key, of course, after 30, 20 requests, I don't remember exactly. But compared to these two plugins, is slower, and in my opinion, you have more control. We don't have something similar with GPT or OpenAI or Claude, because they immediately ask you for the API key. And the user interface is organized differently. For this reason, I prefer Google AI Studio. So, as a conclusion, here we can do this with two plugins that already exist, one AI Studio, or two developer platforms in the case of OpenAI and Claude. And this product seems a money product for investors and not for developers.